Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pasture's Farm. It's a beautiful day in April. We've been getting some really badly needed rain, and got more rain coming at us. Anyway, I was putting in a paddock this morning for the bulls, and I came across here just as I got to this corner post. I was going to hang my reel here to power it up. I jumped a woodcock. She almost stepped on her before she flew. She's got 4 eggs there, and she laid her nest on this side of the wire, the cattle side, not the pond side that I had fenced off over here. So it didn't take me long to figure this one out. I put a plastic handle on here, and I came out about 6 foot, ran about a 16 foot that direction, and I hooked it on over here. So this whole rectangular shape will be excluded from grazing, and the woodcock can hatch her clutch of eggs, and life is good. But if I hadn't done this, there's a chance, you know, expose this to the livestock this early in the spring, they could have trampled those eggs, and then not had woodcocks or baby woodcocks. She was a beautiful bird. I wish I could have got my camera on quicker to show you all what a beautiful bird she was. They're bigger than I thought. I mean, this thing was the size of a small, I'd say a sage grouse. I mean, it's a big bird. And they like these kind of areas around ponds. The woodcocks do. They have a real long beak, and they can, pick food. I don't know how long that beak is. It's at least 2. It might be, it may be 3 inches long. Anyway, they're a wonderful bird. They always scare me because they always stay tight right until you almost step on them and they fly. But they are actually a game bird for the state of Missouri. I've never ever hunted them, and I just think they're so darn rare. I'm just not going to. Not saying that you can't, because they are a legal game bird. But anyway, I want to promote bird life here, and so it didn't take me long to figure out we got to save those 4 little eggs right there. There they are. They're actually pretty good size. They're the size of a small golf ball. They're not like a robin egg. They're like 3 times the size of a robin egg because she's a big bird. Anyway, I've got her protected here, and it's a chilly morning. Supposed to be getting some more rain today, and just while I got this video running, I wasn't going to shoot a video this morning because it's cold. My hands are cold. But they're saying Sunday, well, that's tomorrow, chance of snow flurries, 29 degrees. But then it's going to warm up, and they're saying by middle of the week, mid-70s. But I wanted to show you what we're looking at here, a closer up look at it. We've really got a nice stand of red clover and white clover. It's just everywhere in here. No seeding. We did not seed this. It's in the seed bank, and it's coming on. The further east we go with this rotation, of course, we're giving it more time. The grass is taller, and we've got some grass up now, 6 to 8 inches. The fescue, anyway. The big blue stem, it's not going to kick in until May. It's the warm season grass. Everything's in bloom right now. There's a wild plum tree. I love those. Are beautiful trees, and they put on a lot of wild plums, and they're blooming. So there's pollen available there for the bees to come in and to make some honey. But I do have plans to plant more trees. We just got this farm last year, and we're gonna keep working at it. We planted 200 hybrid poplar trees. I have found some really nice oak trees on this farm. Little ones, like, 2 foot tall. But the ones I found are white oak, which are a really, really nice shade tree. And so I'm gonna come back in here with cages and fence off the oak trees to keep the cattle from busting them off. And I usually put down some wood chips around the base of them to set back the fescue so the trees don't have as much competition. And if you'll do that, you'd be surprised. We did it over on Doc's farm where we had the walnut trees. I found walnuts growing in the bottom over there. The squirrels had buried these nuts, and I guess they didn't find them because they came up as beautiful little walnut trees. Well, now those walnut trees are, well, some of them are probably 14 to 16 feet tall. And won't be too many more years I'll be able to take the cages off of them, and I can use those cages on other trees because I use cattle panels. 3 steel posts and a cattle panel cut into thirds, and they could not knock those over. They could rub on them, but they couldn't get to the tree. So anyway, we've got the hybrid poplars coming in around this pond. We put grass carp out the other day. All 3 of these ponds had, I thought, was excessive, just lots of moss on it. Makes it tough to fish them. You throw a lure in there, your lure gets all tangled up in moss. So just more moss than what you need in a pond. So I put the grass carp in there, and they get to be, well, I don't know. I think the state record here in Missouri is like 70, 80 pounds. In a pond, I don't think they'll get quite that big, but I've got some in mine that are over 20 pounds, the pond in front of our house. And every now and then you'll see them cruising around the pond. They look like sharks. Their dorsal fin sticking out of the water, and you can actually see the tail fin sticking out of the water. And they're powerful, powerful swimmers. If you ever get one caught on a fishing pole, you better have a strong pull, is all I can say. Because you're gonna think you got a hold of the whale. The last one I caught was accident, and I couldn't get it out of the pond. I had Jan, bless her heart, she waded into the pond and got her arms around that grass carp. I think it was 18 pounds, and hugged it up to her stomach and walked out of the pond with it. I couldn't get it out. And I had, I think, 6 pound test long. I was afraid it was gonna break my line. But yeah, once they get real big like that, folks, they don't eat as much of the vegetation, and you're better off to go get some younger ones. The ones I put in this pond, well, I put them in 4 ponds. They were about 10 inches long, and they'll eat their weight in moss and vegetation every day. So they really are a natural weed suppressor. I'm not spraying my pond with all these chemicals to knock that stuff out. There's all kinds of herbicides you can spray in there. And then you want to go in there and eat that fish? I'm not eating a fish out of a pond that's been sprayed with herbicides. No way. Oh, but it doesn't hurt you. It dissipates. Yeah, we've been hearing that for years. And no, thank you. I'm going to use carp. Grass carp. Grass carp. They feed from the top. And they're actually quite good eating when you do get a chance to catch one. They will not bite on a worm. You got to use a cherry tomato, strawberry, some kind of vegetable, and just hope that you have strong tackle if you get a hold of one. But anyway, it's cold out here. I'm gonna get going. I still got quite a bit of fence to put in this morning, and I got my suppressor on, my wind suppressor, hoping it's working. Y'all have a good one. We'll be seeing a bunch of y'all at the grading school coming up here in May with Ian and I, and then Abram and I have another school right after that, the beginners. Ian and I will be doing the advance, held at Green Pastures Farm. So check it out. It's on our website, greenpasturesfarm.net, in the description section of this video, and it's filling up. See y'all soon.